morning and welcome to our webinar dedicated to Xylexpo's exhibitors. My name is Dario Corbetta, Director of Asimel and Director of Xylexpo. Fewer than 4 months separate us from opening Xylexpo 2024, and it's time to give space to our exhibitors. Xylexpo will take place at Centro Fieristico Fieramilano Ro Exhibition Center from May 21st to 24th in the exhibition halls 1 and 3. So the exhibition will deal with all the woodworking sectors, and we have now divided these webinars in 4 macro areas. The first one dedicated to working and transformation of solid wood, second one working of wood panels, then surface finishing, and the last one dedicated to machine tools and tools. Today we're going to talk about working and transformation of solid wood, and we will do so with 7 exhibitors that are prominent in the arena of the industry. Let me now give the floor to the real organizer of the event, our Luca Rossetti. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. This is the first episode of 4. The first one will address the solid wood working processes. And what we're doing today can be utilized, viewed, or watched, or listened to in 3 different ways. The first one is attending this webinar online in real time. And then in a few days, this webinar content will be made available on our website, specifically under Xylexpo Digital, where you can find all the track records of Xylexpo's events, including the new ones for 2024. So ever since the last edition of Xylexpo, this exhibition has become digital. So we were able to broadcast the exhibition events over the days of the exhibition live, and we will do the same this year too for whoever is not able to physically participate in the exhibition. We will organize interviews, video clips, so we will try to help you experience Xylexpo on a digital platform too. As Dario Corbetta said, the exhibition develops along 4 different days, and the 4 days will be also dedicated to the exhibitors in 4 webinars. The first one is dedicated to solid wood. In 1 week, you will have the webinar dedicated to wood panel working. On February the 20th, we will address surface finishing, and then in March, we will address tools and machine tools. And this will be part of the schedule of the Xylexpo 2024 too. So this is just the background information. As Dario anticipated, we will have 7 representatives of companies that decided to attend Xylexpo. And the webinar is organized in the following way. Each speaker has been assigned a 10-minute time slot, during which they will present their company, themselves, their function in the company, and maybe they can brief us on what the company is currently doing in terms of production, turnover, and what they're going to display and exhibit at Xylexpo 2024. So this is a sort of a foreshow of products, services, software, and ideas that will then be viewed in person in May 2024. I think it's now time to give the floor to the first guests of today's. That's Luca Battistella, working for Comec Camam. Maybe he's traveling around Italy. No, I'm really not, actually. Let's give the floor to you directly, Luca. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes, we can, and we can also see you, Luca. Go ahead. Great. So I just postponed my business travel by 1 day to be here. Well, that's great. Thank you for that, Luca. Well, as you anticipated, let me introduce myself. My name is Luca Battistella. I'm the risk manager of Comec Group, so also Camam. and I'd like to share with you an overview of the company I work for. I have prepared a few slides. Can I share them with you? Yes, you can. Of course, you can screen share your slides. You are free to organize yourself the way you prefer. Please screen share them. Yes, it's a sort of a guidance. Maybe some of your technicians needs to activate the screen share feature. Is that so? Well, let me ask our director here. It's actually you, Luca. You have to screen share your slides automatically. There is a rectangular that you find at the bottom of the screen. There is next to the raised hand, you click on that symbol and you will be able to screen share your slides. Here they are. Perfect. We can see them. Great. So, Comec Group is a company representing two brands, Comec and Camam, both historical brands in the solid woodworking industry. These brands originated for the chair making industry. We are based in the province of Udine, specifically in San Giovanni Natisone. These companies were founded in the 70s. They then took different development pathways. And Comec took over Camam some 10 days ago, and we still produce classic and special machines for manufacturing chairs, whereas 20 years ago, Comec opted to manufacture numerically controlled machining centers, both standalone and inline, dedicated to what we call long and thin pieces. When we speak of solid wood, we differentiate like narrow elements versus panels or boards. DLM is a company owned by Comec and it's dedicated to mechanical working. And we will look at some peculiarities of our group. Basically, Comec Group manufactures entirely in-house mechanical parts. So we like to say 100% made in Comec, 100% made in Italy. So this is a few figures and data. The company was established in 1970, and it now employs more than 100 people. We also have, we have a production area covering about 20,000 square meters. We estimated more than 3,000 machines installed worldwide. And the latest piece of data go back to 2022, when we recorded 18 million euros turnover. This is an overview of a layout. So we have the assembly department at the top, and then in the bottom part, production, showroom, and administrative offices. So our feather in the cap is the complete in-house mechanical parts production. So there is a direct line between our commercial department, the technical department, and the manufacturing unit. So this layout, this setup allows us to be extremely flexible. We produce and manufacture a lot of special orders, starting from the catalog items, but sometimes they are so special that they are completely revolutionized, if you want. Shall I carry on? Please do. Well, as I anticipated, the entire process from design to manufacturing to wiring to software is all made in-house. In recent years, Comec has invested a lot in enhancing the software part, the software division. We, of course, rely on third-party software houses, but still we have the possibility to have extremely trained and qualified software technicians and engineers in-house to adjust and adapt software packages to our special orders. This is a short description of our software department. We make use of the most advanced software from the DVX, Canva, and we use top-level parts, components, like Omron and so on. Another strong point for us is the service department. In recent year, Comec invested a lot in the service department. We have a spare part warehouse service that it works very efficiently with fully automated warehouses so that we can cover the demand of our customers in the shortest time, actually within 24 hours. This is a very demanding target we wanted to hit. Still, we receive many positive feedback from our customers. Just very spontaneously, they pay us compliments for the excellent service that they receive. And this is extremely important. This is vital to Comec Group. So going back to the exhibition, which is today's focus, Comec Group participates in many exhibitions worldwide. We used to participate in a higher number of them prior to COVID, but currently we just select 4 or 5 exhibitions in a year. Many exhibitions actually are no longer offered even. Next week we will exhibit in Lyon. Then we'll be exhibiting in Valencia the week before Xylexpo. We will be present in Xylexpo. And in August, we're scheduled to be present as exhibitors in Atlanta, USA. Sectors and applications. So going back to the type of machines we manufacture, you can read here the 10 different markets that we cover. Chairs, as I said earlier, this was our first and foremost focus at the origin. Tables. And then recently we've developed a lot our range of machinery addressing doors, sofas, furniture items, furniture supplies. So Comec is no longer bound to solid wood only. Our machines found good application with some other materials such as MDF, which is traditionally used for the production of furniture supplies. So, but still focusing on narrow elements and components. So wherever panel working, wood panel or wood board working machinery struggle, that's where a Comec machinery steps in. So these slides present the specific details of the individual machine models. Maybe we can skip this. Well, you still have 2 minutes and a half available. What will you bring at Xylexpo? What will you display? You have selected some models specifically for certain markets. Well, this year we will present 2 pieces of novelties. We will focus on 2 pieces of equipment mostly, and we will kind of overlook the others. So it makes sense to participate in an exhibition when you have novelties to present. So there's no point in displaying already known machinery. So also for a better cost control, we will present passage through machining center for automatic inline processing, so an element that gets into one end of the machine, and there is a machining center that processes it through, and then cutting machine and for some parquet elements. So these are machines that we have to present, we want to present, and then we will organize a hospitality area with various display monitors and TV so that we can display and show all the equipment that it's not present in the exhibition and still can be viewed. So you're touching upon a very important topic. The nature of exhibitions is changing. Fewer machines than in the past are now presented. Well, the market fair is no longer topical. So now the exhibition is more for image. So you need to showcase your technological capacity and ability. But we all know that during an exhibition, everybody says, okay, I like it, I've seen it, but then you have to let's say, hook up with the customer at a later stage to discuss the deal, also because the so, so, so time is needed to make assessments, to interact with one's own engineers and technicians. So the approach has changed. Are you optimist for the fair, for the market? So this woodworking machine industry, which is so scared of everything, will we ever overcome all the fears? So the market right now is very nervous, very undecided about what to do at the moment. When you have to negotiate a deal, 2 steps forwards are taken and 3 steps backwards are taken then. So everybody would like to postpone making decisions. We'll see what happens. Maybe you can confirm my feeling. I think that things should start to improve in the second half of the year. Well, yeah, right in time for Xylexpo, so we think we are lucky. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope for the best. Thank you, Luca. Please pay my regards to all your colleagues. Well, I can stay on for half an hour still, and then I need to leave. No problem, Luca. See you at Xylexpo. Thank you. So let's carry on with an alphabetical order. I never remember whether K comes before or after an I. And let me now give the floor to one of the youngest businessmen of today. That's Carlo Sossai from Incoplan. So good morning, everyone. I'm sure I'm the youngest here. But thank you for that. So I stopped counting my ears. Well, my name is Carlo Sossai, sales manager of Incoplan. Incoplan is a company that has been manufacturing drying equipment and system for more than 40 years. Incoplan brand was established slightly more than 20 years ago. We work worldwide. 80% of our revenues come from outside Italy, specifically Europe, but also a part of it from other continents. We have more or less durable partnerships all over the world. Our products are traditional dryers, vaporizers, or condense equipment, which are increasingly more oriented to sustainability. and also machines for fire treatment of packaging, regarding packaging materials and pallets. Our customers are represented by the first woodworking players or small shops. Of course, dryers are wholly and completely customizable. There is no extreme technology in this area, but there are many tiny variables and details that a customer may require, both during the offer negotiation process and closing process. So our product is not doesn't have a super technologically advanced content, but still it's very diversified. So do you think this market season is a positive one? Going back to going back to the conclusions of Luca Battistella. Well, I would confirm that the market now is very nervous, very agitated. Cost of living, cost of money. In some countries, there are no specific certain rules about funding and incentives to companies. So I think for the first semester of the year, the market will be nervous. So I can say that in the post-COVID era, there was really an expedite process leading to a quick growth. And now we realize there has been a sudden stop to all that. We got used to going very well, like growing 20, 40%. And now there are some adverse winds blowing, and so you feel disappointed or concerned. Actually, we don't feel concerned. We still try to push our growth upward. Research and development plays a role in this. Also in the case of dryers. So we're trying to move into that direction. What will you do at Xylexpo? Well, first of all, let me share with you why we decided to participate in Xylexpo. First of all, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of Incoplan's presence at Xylexpo. So 20 years ago, we participated in Xylexpo for the first time. Well, we're going to open a bottle of champagne. Yeah, please come and visit us to our booth. Actually, we come from the Prosecco Valley, so we're eagerly waiting for you to have a drink together. So we live in an age where exhibitions are not the same as they used to be in the past. But I should also say that in the post-COVID era, we felt the need to really meet in person. And the exhibition nowadays is still one of the truest moments of having supply meet the demand. Of course, you don't close a deal during the exhibition, but still it's important to be there, get an understanding of the new trends, looking at new products, receiving feedback from customers and players in the industry. So are you going to display some specific machine models, equipment models? Well, let's say we have two areas of novelties this year. One is a corporate-commercial one, and the other area of novelty has to do with the products, specifically the drying process. So in terms of sales department and corporate change, we present ourselves as Good We. It's a union of people, individuals, sharing the same vision, experiences, and values. This idea originated from Christian Salvador, and also Mr. Paoletti, who is one of the next speakers, is part of it. It's an initiative that was set up to deliver something more to customers. So putting together more brains and more companies that are not strictly connected with one another, but still cover different areas of solid woodworking. And by so doing, by bringing all this together, we can really come up with an all-round consultancy service and offer. So it could be a plus for our customers. Usually we see the war between the big ones, the big names against the small ones, and then the small ones are usually eaten up by the big ones. So we are trying to come up with a sort of a different arrangement. There are some benefits for companies participating in this group, of course. We can make the most of the resources and strengths of the partner companies, and so we can count on the competitive edge. Novelties regarding the products area. Thanks to our research and development guys, and thanks to our suppliers who are always ready to help, Incoplan has developed a new control system in terms of communication interface. It's a cloud-based machine control through IoT technology. This control system allows us to integrate all the machines scattered around the world. We will do some revamping. It's a medium to long-term project, and so all the equipment installed worldwide will be online on our network. So we can create a data warehouse covering all our systems. And this will be helpful to manage, control, and improve the product, the systems, and also to increase the efficiency of use for the customers. So at Xylexpo, you will show us how this system works. Yes, I mean, on the dryers side, it's kind of hard to push novelties. We may certainly add sensors and find energy-saving cycles. However, the artificial drying process has been the same ever the 60s, except for Mr. Pagnozzi, who introduced the vacuum process. But other than that case, technology remains traditional. We've invented many different details to make it more of an industrial process and have a better control of time. But in the end of the day, wood rules in this case for the drying process. So you can innovate in terms of how to collect data, how to analyze data, and how to use their information in terms of predictive maintenance, so that we can avoid also, let's say, errors and mistakes. So this data integration system and data analysis system will enable us to deliver a consultancy service that is better organized. All the data-derived information will be a domain and asset of Incoplan, and Incoplan will be able to make the best of them in acquiring new customers or helping the already existing ones. Thank you. You've used up your time. I think you've made great use of it. All the best for your participation in Xylexpo. See you in Milan or even earlier. Yes, hopefully by then we'll be in that famous market growth phase. For sure we will. Thank you, Carlo. Thank you so much. The first question I'm going to ask to our next speaker, Stefano Frignani, is whether the K of Kosmosoft comes before or after Incoplan. I think it comes later, even after the Z. Hello, Stefano. Good morning and welcome. founder and owner of Kosmosoft. I will repeat this 3 times. It's hard for me to pronounce it. Don't worry, I always struggle with the name of the company too. I thought about calling it a Zorro, but then I think it's too easy. Let's call it a Cosmosoft. Or even Xylexpo, which is not easy to pronounce either. Yeah, last time I said it, I almost lost a thought. Yours is the floor, Stefano. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm very pleased to meet you all again. Almost a year has gone by, so I'm really looking forward to switch on the lights again and show you our strongest asset. That's Archimede software that has been dedicated to the manufacture of wooden windows and doors. And nowadays, we are faced with a tool that ensures absolute reliability, ability to take care of all the woodworking areas, very up to date with the types of wooden windows and doors that are requested by the market, and with an unparalleled post-sale service. And so the focus of Cosmosoft is software. I want to screen share some slides just to make it clear what this software does for you and for any new potential customers that want to introduce new technologies. I'll try to speed up a little bit because 1 minute has already gone by. I'm one of the co-owners of Cosmosoft. Specifically, I deal with the commercial department. Cosmosoft is a company based in Mantua, 40 people, 40 employees. We have developed and marketed this product software more than 20 years ago in more than 40 different countries. We have roughly estimated how many doors and windows have been produced with our tools, more than 20 millions. We work with machine manufacturers, the leaders worldwide. And I have to say that today we are going through the 4th industrial revolution. So the software is something like something we carry around anywhere. We have software in cars, in washing machines, in mobile phones, and the software should therefore be a travel companion in our companies. So if you allow me to draw some parallel metaphor, our software is like the brain of Woodworking 4.0. We developed Archimede, the only complete software CRM, CAD, CAM, ERP, and it's dedicated specifically for wooden windows and wooden-aluminum windows and doors. So this tool is divided in 4 large areas. The commercial one is the first part of the software. You can develop cost estimation, including materials cost, production costs. This is the maths of the company. These topics become all the more important in a very competitive market, especially in Italy, where it is very important to really raise awareness amongst our crafts businessmen that are not really very familiar with all the maths. Of course, we also think of our businessmen, of our company leaders. We provide them with a dashboard of indicators so that they can analyze how their companies are performing from a manufacturing point of view and commercial point of view too. And last but not least, we also have the CRM part because we want to provide tools to customers to operate autonomously, and so that they can also better coordinate their efforts with the headquarters. Of course, there are all the designing features in our software. This is a tool designed around wooden windows and doors, so it speaks the language of windows and doors manufacturers. Through this tool, you can come up with very standard solutions, but also more complex situations, so that you can expand the horizon and look at what is being developed outside of Italy. Another key features that we rely a lot on, and also because it differentiates our solution to the others, is the fact that today we are at the end of the loop where everything was fine because we had the bonuses from the government, funding from government, but these measures are being cancelled gradually. So it's important to be able to rely and be supported by tools that facilitate the communication, the sales part. So all those activities where I have to explain what my products are about to a common lady. Either to a common lady or to a more sophisticated client, which could be an architect or a surveyor, so that we can provide a more specialistic and technical opinion. Then we have the CAM part, that the computer-aided machinery management. Our software deals with that, and it is a tool that allows customers not only to manage the individual pieces of machinery thanks to all the facilitations, but also machinery that he or she already had installed in their company. It's also very important to provide data flows in the company. One of the missing parts in small companies or crafts businesses is to have a modus operandi, so a philosophy to lead and to operate. Using a software, it gives them the possibility to become familiar with procedures, protocols, and have them implemented in the company. And this creates orderliness and precision in the activity. So management of the entire manufacturing process is a goal of our software. Uh, and last but not least, we also have simulators that allow craftsmen to control machining processes, and so that once you have simulated the process, you can really run and operate your equipment at full speed and capacity. Last but not least is the concept of organization. Unfortunately, in Italy, we are still lagging behind on this aspect. And so oftentimes our customers are not properly organized. They don't manage a warehouse properly. They don't adequately control activities related to their operators and machinery. So Kosmosoft provides them with the tools that allow to put together resources, materials, and machinery, and study and examine the potentiality of the company. At the same time, we give them the opportunity to monitor and control manufacturing progress at every single production site or step of the process. The product is available in different languages. The key features that are distinctive to us is that our product is complete, comprehensive. We were the first one that really is applicable across the various departments of the company. And then, of course, it's based on a module system, so you can add a module at a later stage. That there is a universal language. It's it's important to have tools that make everyday use of machinery as lean and simple as possible, and also as consistent as possible. Of course, another key word is openness and flexibility. If you want to create different and unique windows and doors, the customer needs to be put into a condition where he can handle that. So a software must be open and extremely flexible to receiving and acknowledging changes in the market. A software like ours also opens up to the outside world. and so provides with the possibility to have different construction, to handle different construction models, building models, like in France, in UK, in the US, that have different construction methodology than Italy has. And last but not least, we need a user-friendly interface of latest generation, something that is reassuring. Then sales aid functions are also extremely important. So to sum up, Archimedes' philosophy is to just complete a selection of key operations that helps us manage the entire process for numerically controlled machinery. On top of this activity, we also provide a training, of course, um, and whoever comes and visits us at Xylexpo, we will provide them with a copy of this book, a complimentary copy of this book. You have all the hundreds of different references, so you just go beyond trusting my face, but there are a number of references and feedback we received by major clients, and you will find them into this book. Software is not like a pullover, a sweater, a pair of jeans. So a software needs to be comprehensive, open, updated, and flexible. And it's like a diamond. It is for something that stays with you forever. Let me add one more thing. At Xylexpo 2024, we're going to introduce something specifically interesting. It's a product that has nothing to do with windows and doors. It has to do with, it's called the Smart Cabinet. It's a revolutionary software that has been in the market for the past 3 years. And now Kosmosoft is the only company worldwide that produces and does not market or takes from others, but fully completes, fully produces a software for windows and doors, but also for furniture suppliers, thanks to our database. Thank you for your precious contribution. You only have 15 minutes left. Are you optimistic for these editions of Xylexo? Absolutely, I am. Of course, the market prospects are not amongst the best ones, but if I weren't an optimist, I would have chosen another type of job. Thank you. See you in May or even earlier. Sorry, my apologies for using too much time. No problem. Only 1 minute longer than expected. No problem with that. Thank you so much. Thank you. You actually did very well. That's great. We've now assigned 11 minutes to each and every speaker. Thank you again, Stefano. Have a good day. So very quickly, we will now carry on with the next speaker so that we can finish by 3:30. We have Angelo Rottigni by Ormamacchine. I saw him earlier. Angelo, good morning, and thank you for participating in this initiative. Thanks again. Ormamacchine was the first company that adhered to this initiative, so you were kind of the icebreaker. The floor is yours, Angelo. So we always like to participate in all the initiatives launched by Xylexpo. Our presence has always been there as a. So Ormamacchine was established at the end of the 60s, and it is a company that manufactures pressing machines for carpenters' shops. Over the years, Ormamacchine was powerful and strong enough to establish itself in the market with a focus on pressing operations. So we cover all the wood-relating pressing demands, Our production ranges from pressing machines for small craftsman shops, so the classic cold and hot small presses, but we also produce large pressing systems. Our strength lies in the fact that we can really tailor make the system, the machine, to the customer's needs. Of course, this demands a lot of effort in the company. Luckily enough, over the years, we are kind of reaping the fruits of all these efforts. We are very satisfied with it. So, getting to today's topic, solid woodworking machines. Ormamacchine presents a range of machines that have the purpose of bending solid wood to make chairs, for example, or to make drums, for example, or barrels. But we also produce other solid wood production machines. For example, we have machines to produce block boards, finished block boards for kitchen top surfaces or other furniture supplies. But we also manufacture machines for raw listeler wood that serves as a support for laminated coatings. Based on the customer needs, we can put together very simple, easy to use machines and also very complicated and complex machines. We also manage gluing systems using vinyl glues, polyurethane-based glues, and also melaminic glues, depending on the customer's requests. Likewise, we also work with lamellar wood beams. We have machines for lamellar beams for small workshops, so small production, but also we handle very large systems for lamellar wood beams. It's kind of hard for me to say which kind of standard machine we have for large companies, because really we do use our know-how, but each and every piece of equipment is different from the others because of the specific needs of the customers. So this is somehow a short overview that I can give you for the machines we make for this sector. Let me ask you a question. Ormamacchine has been participating in Xylexpo without showcasing machines in the trade fair booth. Yes, if I recall correctly, we decided 4 or 5 editions ago of the trade fair not to bring any machines. Maybe because we produce too many. Well, yes, we do produce many of them, and hopefully we will continue to do so. But no, seriously, we've realized that the type of product we handle makes it harder for us to really bring to a fair trade the most correct, the most suitable machines. It's never really the right machines that you bring up at an exhibition. And so we make large use of digital support to show and display what Ormamacchine can manufacture at the technology level that we rely on, a technology level that allows us to manufacture systems tailor-made to the customer needs. In the beginning, we were skeptical not to bring a piece of equipment to our exhibition booth. We were all used to really pile up machines on top of other machines in our booths at exhibitions. But the fact that no machines are physically displayed at the exhibition booths paid off well. It has not been felt as something missing. Something was missing. The focus of our clients has remained stable. Is there any specific technology that you are going to showcase at Xylexpo 2024? Well, let's say over the past years, we have developed systems for composite panels, and by composite panels, I mean with a wooden structure, and the panel, though, includes other materials on top of MDF, multi-layer, cork, gum, steel sheets. So there is a specific technology behind the manufacturing of this product, specifically the gluing phase and the automation of the process. The latest systems like this that we have installed are fully automated, completely autonomous and independent, and there's no need for machine operators, but just one control operator is enough. Well, automation is another buzzword or keyword, I would say. Absolutely, you're right. Today it is fundamental to integrate the heart of the system, which is the press machine, with an automated system. Automation solutions must be very specific. Software also plays a crucial role. We develop everything in-house to manage the complete manufacturing process. And with the 4.0 industry initiative, we were able to benefit from these these contributions to really implement even more sophisticated software. In addition to the financial side, there was a kind of a cultural need from the customer to have a software that helps the customer control each and every step of the manufacturing process and therefore increase the quality of the product. And of course, quantity production, mass production is basics, but also the quality of the product is fundamental. You have 7 seconds left. Are you optimistic for this year's edition? Of course I am. I couldn't be any different than an optimistic person, otherwise I wouldn't do this job. Xylexpo has always been very successful and positive for us, so we don't fear any bad results or outcome from this edition either. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you very much. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. So let's carry on to our next speaker. I see he's already connected in his chair. That's Pierluigi Paoletti. Good morning and welcome to our webinar. What can you tell us about Xylexpo? Well, I think my company will also bring about some new equipment and innovation at Xylexpo. We are going to showcase one of our most important products. Which one specifically, if you can tell us? Well, we are going to display a large planing machine for wood beams. So it's 1,000 times 100 big machines. So the structure is particularly large and big. We've made several others for both Italian as well as international producers. It's quite big, and we produce a lower number of these large machines, of course, and so we are going to install this planing machine meant for the USA market. And we're going to showcase it at Xylexpo. I know it's expensive to bring machines there, but that's our decision. A trade show needs to be a real mirror, hands-on mirror for manufacturers and customers. Virtual and digital technology is great, but there is a need to really put our hands on technologies and machines. And of course, technology development sometimes happens too fast, and we need to keep up with this pace, and that's what we are going to do. So you are from the old school that thinks that you need to touch machines with the hands at an exhibition. Yes, yes, we will set up a shared booth with other machine manufacturers. For example, Incoplan and the working group members of our association will be there in the same booth. And that's a way to create the right synergy to cooperate with our partners. And also, it gives us the opportunity to optimize spaces. This is a formula we've started with Dario. Yes, exactly, that guy sitting next to you, Dario Corbetta, our director. And the So rather than participating in an exhibition with a very tiny, small booth, you can share the stand space with other manufacturers, optimize the space and the costs, and have a better showcase. So we, as Italians, are not very good at creating synergies, but we're trying to do so as part of our working group. So that's the message we want to launch too. So if I'm not wrong, Pierluigi, you sent us a video clip. Are we going to look at it? Yes, why not? Let me just introduce this video. It's a short one. My name is Pierluigi Paoletti from Paoletti Energy SRL. We specialize in systems to produce XLAM, lamellar lines for windows and doors, finger joints, gluing systems. Our company celebrates 61 years from its foundation. We've always had a very innovative spirit. We are considered as the small geniuses that try to come up with something different and new. And so we try to develop our products with advanced technology and innovative concepts. We've just been to Germany, specifically Schwarzwald, where we have installed a 15-meter XLAM line, which also features a polyurethane gluing system. And this system enabled us to be awarded with the XIA award at the latest Xylexpo edition. The characteristics of the system are very innovative. And let's now have a look at the video, how this system has been installed and how it works. We installed this system in Germany. We offloaded it last Monday, and we installed this line in 4 days, 4 days for installation and tryout, and on the 5th day we ran all the tests. This line includes loaders, optimizer, conveyor, a finger joint, piling system, and it's a 35-meter long line. Usually this type of lines take up to 1 month for installation. We used to spend a month at the customer's place to install these lines, but thanks to the experience we made over the years, and also in the light of optimizing cost control, we've prepared all the parts of the system in-house. We have divided our team in working groups. We have the assembly parts team, we have the electronics team. So we have first laid out the core of the system, and then we have finished the mounting and installation. It's a customized product, by the way. It's not one of the largest lines that we handle. Well, just by looking at it, it really looks big. Well, it is indeed a large product. This is for a German customer, a very demanding customer. And part of this line also includes SCM parts. There is a lot of Italian product in this line. And the beauty of this project is that we were able to really install this line in 4 days only, 4 days for installation, and on the fifth day we traveled back home. That's quite remarkable. Pierluigi, you have 1 minute left. Are you optimistic or pessimist? Well, I'm an optimistic person by nature, and despite all the various events that have affected Xylexpo and all the changes at the exhibition leadership is still an important exhibition, and you need to be there, you need to be present. I don't think it's I think we shouldn't be worried too much about the market operators that decided not to participate in it. Whoever is interested in new technology will visit Xylexpo. We need to really focus on the made in Italy products, and I think Archimal is really starting into establishing new synergies to organize this exhibition differently in the future. There are very interesting projects coming up for the future. So, in my opinion, it's important to participate in it and to really underline your presence. It's an opportunity for sharing with others. It's important to meet with the people in person, and it's important to meet in Italy. Um, and even if it's just once a year, we really need to meet up again, be present, and regenerate this Italian kind of joint movement. Our company will be there. We will do our best to share our thoughts and ideas. And so I wish good luck to everyone participating in the fair, in the trade show. Thank you, Pierluigi. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. So we have now come to letter S, like Savona, as we used to do in school, and we now have company called Salvador, for which we have Giovanni Portelli, who is one of our youngest participants, not as old as Pierluigi Paoletti, who is no longer listening to us. I'm still listening to you, Luca. Oh God, yeah. Anyway, well, if being 40 is like being the new 20 years old, then yes, I'm a young person. Welcome, Giovanni. What are you planning to do at Xylexpo this year with Salvador Machines? Hi, my name is Giovanni Portelli. I'm the commercial manager of Salvador Machines. Salvador is a company that produces optimizing cross-cutting saws for wood and similar materials, also for plastics. Salvador Machines is a company that has been in the market for 40 years. In 2022, we celebrated our 40th anniversary since the foundation of the company. Our focus is strictly the optimizing cross-cut saws. We provide 8 machine models, and all our efforts are dedicated to producing high-performance optimizing saws. I have also prepared a slide presentation that guides me in my contribution. Please go ahead. Yes, otherwise I would get lost. I can't see it now on my desktop. I am told that you need to screen share your presentation by pressing the box at the on the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, I know, but for some strange reason, I cannot find my presentation here. Let's see. Let's just project the full screen, then maybe it works. Just try and screen share the full screen. Here it is. Well, excellent, I found it. So as anticipated, Salvador was founded in 1982. In the past few years, different novelties have stepped in, and starting from 2021, we've joined a corporate group whose mother company is called the TPV SPA. And after joining this corporate group, Salvador has embarked on a very important and relevant growth pathway. Salvador produces between 130 and 140 machines per year. We are present worldwide with a sales network that it has established itself in 35 countries worldwide. So we are present across all 5 continents, North America, Europe, South America, Oceania, and we're also trying to open up new markets. In recent times, we have moved to a new venue. At the end of 2022, the company bought a new production hall covering a surface area of 8,000 square meters. We are still completing the office building part, whereas the production area is already running at full capacity. The company has been investing a lot in the corporate organization. In January 2024, we have introduced a new management software to manage warehouse administration department, and we are taking huge steps to really keep up with the times and therefore have the possibility to manufacture machines more efficiently on a quicker pace and with an increasing quality level. As anticipated, Salvador Machines wants to produce optimizing crosscut saws, and we want to be the best in this specific sector. Our working philosophy is based on the just-in-time approach, so we manufacture machines based on demand and on specific project requirements. We try to standardize the manufacturing process for machine parts as much as possible, but still we give the opportunity to our customers to really customize their requests. So our offer is very flexible in terms of customer needs. I have created the term customized standard to describe this approach. The 40 years of activity allowed Salvador Machines to develop so many optional features and groups for the machines that we can adjust and adapt each and every standard machine to the customer's specific needs. And this is our strength, I believe. Salvador Machines covers several industry areas, so semi-machined pieces, elements for finger joints, and cross-cutting, production of doors and windows, wood carpenter parts, packaging, flooring. Our machines really are suitable for any kind of woodworking job. We handle two big product families, the so-called push-feed, sorry, optimizing saws. And in this area, there is a famous line. It's called the Super Push. Hopefully, people are aware of it. And we also offer the Super Angle. It's an angle cutting saw. And then the second family of product is the through feed optimizing saws. This is for quick cutting and wood cleaning. Then there is also a product family including semi-automatic upcut saws. These are much simpler these are much simpler machines. But our customer target ranges from the small carpenters shops to the medium, large-sized industry. With regards to novelties, we are going to showcase at Xylexpos. Well, exactly, Giovanni, just focus on that. And yeah, with regards to novelties for Xylexpos, we have a new software which we called S4U, Salvador 4U. It's an innovative and high-performance software which we developed in-house with our technical department. All the 40 years of experience and feedback received from customers have been poured into the development of this software. This S4U software allows us to offer a much more advanced system, a system that is more open and more flexible with regard to integration possibilities with third-party software products, such as a Kosmosoft product. But also it is very open to integrate wood scanner systems that are nowadays very much in demand. We have shortage of labor force nowadays, and so these systems, wood scanning system, are very much in demand. This S4U software has been developed and in order to be simple and easy to use, and whenever a company has not big production volumes to justify an investment for a scanner, you would still make use of this software that doesn't require any specific skilled labor for certain operations. So this is the core piece of news that we will consolidate at Xylexpo. We've industrialized this solution for the software since January, and all Salvador machines are currently equipped with the S4U software. And I have to say I'm very proud of this solution because it represents a huge step forward for our company. Giovanni, my last question to you is, are you optimistic? Well, yes, I would say so. I'm cautiously optimistic. Surely, as other speakers have also said, the market is kind of waiting for how things will develop. But there are some very positive signs. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Giovanni. Maybe you can just, drop the hide the presentation so we can look at your face. Yes, at the time being, as I said, we are a kind of a roller coaster. Each month we say, well, let's see next month how it is going. The trend goes upward, and then there is again a lot of uncertainty. But lately we've experienced good signs, positive signs. Things will be improving. Well, the important thing is to handle all these difficulties or walls to as a way to be overcome. As yeah, we can only move forward, and if you stand up against the wall, all you can do is just go on top of it and climb it. Yeah, thank you, Giovanni. And last but not least, we have Simone Scortichini from SCM. Your task is to close the webinar and also replace your colleague that was scheduled to participate and had a last-minute engagement. I'm sorry for you. You had to kind of make up for him and his absence, but thank you for your availability. Whatever you say will be fine for us. Thank you, Luca. I really feel comfortable now. So let's introduce myself. I am filling the role of my colleague role. My role at the moment is a product data manager. I'm in charge of the woodworking processes for solid wood in Italy. And let me answer immediately your first and foremost question, that is to say, what is SCM bringing to Xylexpo 2024? Our purpose is to present solutions dedicated to various and different application areas. SCM products cover a wide range of woodworking areas, so we would like to give visibility to SCM Group products. We want to approach the exhibition by organizing and setting up specific theme-specific corner areas. So we will not have a standalone machines presentations as in the past, but we will present integrated solutions. SCM booth will be organized with dedicated corner areas, which will present solutions for wooden doors, surface treatment, flooring solutions, and SCM offers complete package of products, sanding, pressing, and painting. Thanks to an historical brand like Superfici, we can really cover the demand of this market segment with integrated, complete solutions. We also have other solutions for the wood building, the boat industry, caravan industry. How are we going to accomplish all this? Each corner area at Xylexpo's booth for SCM will be provided with forward-looking solutions. So we will display samples of products made with our machines. So the visitors will have the opportunity to see the machines and the woodworking processes performed by the machines, as well as the final product. Let me share with you a couple of solutions for solid wood or for panels. Let's see if I can screen share my presentation. Are you talking about wood panels or solid wood? Wood panels. Here is the screen share feature. So actually it's solid wood. Yeah, solid wood. I corrected myself. So we will try to present large-scale systems such as Window Flex System 9. This is a digitalization-oriented approach. We will present two solutions for which we developed two dedicated applications, and we will navigate through the specific machines, and we will have a digitalized vision of the machine. The focus of innovation for solid wood will be related to doors and windows. We have Window Flex 2. This is a machine that allows us to make pre-finished windows, and we have robot-based loading and offloading systems on this machine. We digitalize this machine so that our customers will be able to navigate through the machine system and look at the construction details, the process details, and they will have a better view of such complex solution. The same approach will be applied to one of our latest developments, that's System 9. Again, an automatic line for the production of windows and doors. So this is a large-sized line with a very important piece of novelty. The challenge we received from customers was to create high productivity lines and processes with flexibility options. So System 9 meets to the need of combining high productivity and flexibility. The line can make up to 200 windows per shift, and the core of the solution is it's a skill active action. We can manage different elements of the window through the same system. So let me now leave the presentation by side and complete my contribution. As a general approach, these are the solutions for the windows and doors world. But SCM goes beyond that. SCM has extended the technology offer with new solutions. For example, solutions for carpentry shops with the new Oikos, and also solutions for production of floors and stairs through the brand Celaski by SCM. As regards new developments, we will present innovative solutions for one of the major SCM businesses, and that's the molding area. So in the future, we will come up with solutions that will integrate new functions and new particulars, new details for this area, the area of molding. One other relevant aspect for SCM is the digital world and digital services. SCM is putting forward new projects, and at our booth of Xylexpo, we will install our digital control room. The digital control room is now located at SCM's headquarters in Rimini. The function of the control room is to collect all data sent from and by SCM machines scattered around the world, process the data, and come up with solutions that ensure continuity of operations and efficiency. So at the exhibition, we will duplicate the digital control room. We will set up a dedicated software stations staffed by digital experts who will present the solutions to the customers. They will show the new software solutions. There will be the new HMI SCM, which is common to all the SCM group solutions. And so there is really a big effort to integrate staff and machines together, let's say, man and machines. So when you talk about duplicating the control room, are you going to set it up for real at the booth at Xylexpo? Exactly. That's the intention. The opportunity to have a real control room at the exhibition center is also a way to set up the SCM arena. So it's an area we can meet up with our partners and the companies of the industry. And we will have discussions, theme-specific presentations, and we can attract the customers in a more engaging way. The last piece of news that I'd like to share with you is the following one. During Xylexpo 2024, SCM will inaugurate and open up the Technology Center in Villa Santa. It's an exhibition area covering about 2,000 square meters. There are meeting rooms, exhibition areas, and there will be the possibility to organize a visit to the Technology Center with shuttle buses. Um, this is an exhibition area that has been expanded, and so it gives us the opportunity to have like a permanent exhibition of our solution, not just for wood panels, but also for surface treatment, painting, and solid wood. Well, I would say that you were very comprehensive and detailed, and you also hit the time target. You did great. Simone, final question to you before saying goodbye. I know it's kind of hard to ask, are you optimistic or not, given that you work for such a large and and diverse company. But what can you tell us? Well, let's focus on the solid wood, which is my specialty, and it's also the focus of this one webinar. There is a very positive attitude. The solid wood market has high potentiality, and what we're seeing at the moment is not really decreased interest in this material, but there is certainly uncertainty created by the surrounding conditions. I think the future can be optimistic, though. For the future, we can definitely be optimistic. Thank you, Simone, and please pass my regards to all your colleagues. See you at Xylexpo. We certainly will. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the speakers, and let me just give the floor back to Dario Corbetta, Director of Acimal and General Secretary or Director of Xylexpo. Thank you, Luca. So I really have very little to say. I just want to thank our audience and our speakers who participated in this webinar. And let me remind you of the next appointment on February the 6th. It will be dedicated to technology for panel working. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.